this is the important part, is getting the actual engagements. So where can you get speaking engagements? Again, it can happen quicker than you might think. These are things that you could literally do on Sunday, tomorrow, and get some things in motion. The big community organizations like Rotary Clubs, Kiwanis Clubs, Lions Clubs, they all meet every week and they're always looking for speakers. It's amazingly easy to get those speaking engagements. If you have a proposal that looks something like this, I think I have examples here. Well, I did this actually, last year I spoke at 27 different Rotary Clubs. And I literally went to the Rotary Club website. They have a club locator. I put in the city that I was interested in, the Bay Area, all the different communities and zip codes. And I put together a database of all the Rotary Clubs in the area. And I called around and submitted emails, and in 2 days I had 27 engagements lined up. Now they don't pay you. They don't pay you to speak. But you can sell products, you can get jobs, you can speak about mortgages and have people come to you and want to do a purchase or a refi, or you can talk about the real estate market, you can be a lawyer. Whatever it is that you do, you can definitely get business by speaking at Rotary Clubs, but more importantly, you can refine that message. You can refine your delivery. You can test different verbiage. And when you do it a whole bunch, it's amazing how at the end your presentation is entirely different than it was at the beginning. Just easy opportunities to do that. And this is what I submitted to them. I had 2 proposals. They were both PDF files. They were 1 page each. And I sent them both and said, these are the topics that I speak about. If either of these would be useful for your members, let me know. And in 2 days, 27 different clubs said, yeah. It's a great way to get it started. And by the way, you can videotape those too and start getting a repertoire of different things that you can show that all demonstrate your expertise. You can put those on YouTube. And people can watch it and say, yeah, it lowers the risk for the person who's hiring you. If they can watch the video that's on YouTube and say, this is good. I think my audience would benefit.
Yes, you just had two things that you spoke on?
Yeah.
What were the 2 things? I can't read.
The first one was drive internet traffic to your website. I mean, again, this is my topic, is internet marketing. So the first one was driving traffic to your website. And the next one is touching a younger audience, speaking to a younger generation, which is intended specifically for, because who here is a member of a Rotary Club? No one. Wow. Usually there's more people than that. But the Rotary Clubs have traditionally an older audience. You don't find that many younger, so it's a very common problem. These people, men and women in Rotary Clubs, are trying to get new business, and they see these young tech-savvy competitors come in and steal customers from right underneath their feet by doing things online. They're trying to learn that stuff, so this topic worked well for them. But again, think about what those people can benefit that you have, and start there. And they'll feed you lunch. It's not always a good lunch, but they'll feed you lunch. You can have a lot of lunches on Rotary Clubs. And adult education. This is a great, again, I know I'm just going through a laundry list here of ideas, and some will resonate more than others. But adult education providers are, almost every municipality has a parks and recreation department, and they offer courses on all sorts of things. And there's some courses I taught at adult education, particularly in San Ramon and Pleasant Hill and Concord, for 2 years. And each time, they are the ones who do the marketing. And in fact, I'll show you. I have a whole list of adult education providers on my website. So if you're curious to find the big ones, like the Learning Annex, for example, the Learning Annex does the big Real Estate Wealth Expo with Donald Trump. There's a lot of those sorts of organizations, and I have them listed on my website. And you can find them easily yourself just by going to Google Maps and putting in adult education in Oakland. I did this just the other day, and I had 6 come up in the area. So they're very easy to find. But you can submit proposals to those people, and they do the marketing, right? They get the audience, and they end up sending it out in one of these magazines. It looks like a magazine. And sometimes they send them out to 30,000 people. It is incredible free advertising. I started in mortgage. That's where I got my start. And I used to do these sessions about mortgage secrets revealed. That was the proposal that I sent to them. And they would send it out to all these people and put an audience in the room for me, and then we'd split the revenue. They get half, I get half. And you can sell products. You can, again, maybe you make $150 on a Thursday evening when you still have your regular day job. Right? It's not getting rich right away, but it's $150 to do what you love and maybe get some new clients. So start thinking incrementally about all the other little things. If you could do that 5 times a month, that's $750 a month that you're getting that you don't have today. And then you can write off expenses and probably pay no tax on it. So just ideas of different things you can do. And then finally, the industry conferences are a major, major piece, and there's tons of these out there. Conferences and associations. And this is exactly where I started getting into larger conferences. In fact, I was telling Thomas this morning, and it's too early, I shouldn't even say anything, but I'm trying, there's an opportunity for, there's a large chamber of commerce in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Can you believe that? Other side of the world. And it turns out that really no one is speaking about the topics that I speak about in that area. So it's, I mean, it's a, you know, it's a crapshoot right now. But these things are out there, and if it gets, I told them I'd speak for free if they pay for the travel, because it would be an incredible resume booster. He spoke in Kuala Lumpur. It sounds incredible. Even if there were 10 people in the room, it sounds incredible, right? If there's 10 people in the room, then I won't video record it, and no one will ever know. There's a lot of these conferences out there. So how can you find the conferences and the associations? There are directories online that list all the conferences you can possibly, hundreds, thousands really, and you can go into your field and just Google conference directory. And this is not the only one. It's a screen capture from one of the ones that I found, but there's lots of these sorts of resources that are out there. And there's also something called Associations Unlimited, which is a directory of all the associations. And there's thousands of associations. So you can submit a proposal to all of those. I mean, what would it hurt to send it out? I think a lot of times we think, I can do this. I mean, I have the knowledge, but there's some little voice that says, you can't do that. Not yet. You're not ready to do that. Says who? Says who? Try it. Send it out. And you never know who might jump at it. And then all of a sudden you start building your repertoire. And the Rotary Clubs are a great place to start because it can feed your YouTube channel, and it can feed your experience and your message, and it can refine the whole thing so that you're a lower risk person to bring in. That's what they're all worried about. So that's why those keynotes make so much money, because they're vetted. They've spoken in so many different places. They haven't screwed up. They've done a good job. So it's a reliable 20 grand. I want to be a reliable 20 grand. Right? And we can all get there if we go through those steps. The lesson is to sell your expertise. So once you've demonstrated your expertise, once you've packaged your expertise, you got to go out there and tell people about it. And it can be an email as simple as saying, I'm writing to you because I'm interested in speaking at your next association event in August. I've attached a one-page PDF file that describes my topic and a little bit about me. Please let me know if you have any questions. A lot of these people are looking for content, and they won't all get back to you. And 1 in 2 won't get back to you. And 1 in 3 won't get back to you. But maybe 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 will get back to you. And then it starts to roll. And some of those guys do really, really well once they get things moving.